Hey everyone, this is not the usual videos that I do. I always do readings. Most of the time, I haven't really done personal updates for a while, but I feel that this one's very important. I had to make one of the hardest decisions of my life, if not the hardest, and I'll explain why. The hardest decision of my life a couple of days ago on Friday night. I had to put my beautiful little Nanako, my little chihuahua that I've had, today would have been 13 years. I had to put her to sleep. And if there's anyone that understands and understands because pets are part of the family, she was my baby. And I'll explain. I want to. Today would have been her birthday. She would have been 13. And I want to express how important she's been in my life. A very big revelation. So I like to use astrology to understand the patterns. I like to go into the psyche, all that. I use all these systems to understand myself better. In my life, I didn't know better as I grew, and the decisions I've made in my life have always been influenced by someone else. And that's on me. I'm not blaming anyone for that. I've learned that if I'm going to choose something, let it be from my sovereignty, my own proper choice. And this is one of those. That's why I say this has been the hardest decision in my life, because this is one of the first decisions, hard decisions in my life, with full sovereignty and knowing to put my dog to sleep because she was suffering. I've been worried about her all year. She had a successful surgery in January, but she is a senior dog. She was a senior dog. And I have her little astrology chart and everything. But the most important thing that I got from this, so I have a south node at 28 degrees Libra, my first house, because I'm a Libra rising. And I find it beautiful because I've gone through all my life overcoming people-pleasing tendencies and actually at my detriment trying to keep the peace in family situations, in friendships, and all sorts of partnerships. I've always been the one to compromise, and I've always been the one hurt. So I've learned that it's because I wasn't choosing for me. My north node is at 28 degrees Aries in my 7th house, meaning that my destiny is to be sovereign in my choices and partnerships of all sorts. And you know what's beautiful? This upcoming new moon in Libra, 28 degrees, the sun and the moon will be conjunct over my south node. And Nanako's sun was conjunct my south node as well. If you guys are astro peeps and would love to share your insights, you're more than welcome to. I love it. I love learning, and I love learning about myself and my growth and how I can be a better person, a better human being, a better soul. However, Nanako, my beautiful Nanako, she was the first healthy relationship I've ever had in my life. The beautiful little girl. It was reciprocal, the love, the attention. We were there. We all had our moments because every relationship has moments. The relationship I had with my Nanako was the most beautiful, healthiest thing in my life so far. I have not had very good luck with any relationships in my life. And I'm learning to be more sovereign in my decisions of who I want to keep in my circle. And I know that that is part of my new moon, Libra right now. Like, the moon is in Libra actually right now. And I felt it was so important to deliver this message for me, for my future self, to come back to this video and be like, look how far you've come, baby girl. And Nanako, I carry her in my heart always. It's hard right now. I was just crying prior, but I was like, you know what? I want to make this little video. And I want to honor her because everything that she was protective. That little chihuahua was protective as all hell for like over me. It's like no one touched my mom. No one. If you don't pass the test of like no. You know, she would when I would do readings for clients, she would go underneath a little table and just be by my side, licking my toes, just being there. Like her presence was the most peaceful presence I've had in my life. And that to me says a lot because I'm 39 years old, dude. Everyone, fam, whatever. And I realized that today. The decision that I took was the hardest. But when my mom passed away in 2014, Nanako was 2 years old. And when I found my mom downstairs, it was just the beginning of so much change in my life. An awakening of sorts because I didn't realize then, but I wasn't making decisions from my own sovereignty. I was out of fear of making the wrong decision. I allowed other people to make decisions for me, whether they were helping me or not. And I understand that most of the time that wouldn't have resonated because it wasn't coming from me. I didn't trust myself enough. And I own up to it. I'm going to own up to that. I didn't trust myself in my decisions and wasn't sovereign with them. But I am now. And Nanako was a perfect example because laying her to rest, I could have kept going. They could have kept poking and prodding her. But I saw it. She was tired. She was going to be 13. And I go, you know what? I'm not going to let my baby girl suffer. She has been the best thing in my life. She's everything, you know? And I'm not going to do that to that little girl. So, Nanako, I love you. You are a hoot. She would, do readings with me. She would pull out cards from when I was shuffling. She was so involved in my practice. It was just beautiful. She was the best little girl ever, like the best little chihuahua. And she was so funny and like meme worthy in all her pictures. I want to praise her. I want to like celebrate her today because she means the world and she deserves to, well, I'm expressing it now into higher realms, ethers. However, thank you, Nanako, for coming into my life because after mom passed away, my mom got to enjoy those first 2 years, like a little tiny chihuahua. That's what she's always loved that. And well, now like I took over and I learned how to take care of my own dog because she became mine and go through all the stuff that it was an initiation into being sovereign. And again, the healthiest relationship of my life. So thank you, Nanako, for being part of my life, being part of my physical journey, and to continue on wherever you are, en cualquier dimensión, in my heart, always. I love you, Nani. I love you so much.